Yep, we got a hanger. Uh-oh. You gotta start somewhere. Well, today is the day. I'm just getting this set up now. And if you think for 1 second I know what I'm doing, you're wrong. And you've often heard me say I'm no expert in this or no expert in that. I'm not even an amateur in sawmilling. We grew up with the old rotary style sawmills. I didn't even see one of these till about 25 years ago. Saw a handful of fellas using them. But first time ever setting one up, it's not too bad. It's a portable mill. I can take this and just move it wherever I want, basically move it to my logs if I cut them in a site away from my cabin here. So no sponsorship here. I got this at a really good deal. This sawmill has hardly ever been used. Just a little bit of sap here. There might have been a half a dozen trees go through it. And the guy sold it for like half price. I couldn't pass it up. Now I got these legs down, keeping it up now. And you know, eventually I'm going to have this on its own pad, maybe inside of its own building. And that's the beauty now of having this sawmill, that I can saw my own lumber. I don't need to go to the store as much and get wood. As long as I can cut my own logs like this, I should be able to put them on here, produce lumber, and then make whatever building or structure I wanted to. Now I took an hour or two and cut these logs not far from my cabin. That's one log there. That's pretty good wood here. First thing when I knocked it down, I had to check to make sure there was no rot into it, and there's not. Looking really clean, looking really straight. I'm just picking out the old fellas here, eh? The ones that's over mature and starting to die on the top a bit, so helps the other trees out to grow better. So I should be able to get 2 10-footers out of this, maybe possibly even the 8 up there. If not, whatever's left over, I'll junk up for firewood. And hauling logs is not easy work. We got about 1.5 to 2 feet of snow, which is not bad. I don't need my snowshoes on today. I'm in my wood cutting area, but there's no road here. So I came in here with my skidoo and beat it a couple times. And now I'll knock these logs down as close as I can to that trail. So when I come along with my sleigh, I'll just throw them on top, rather than like having to haul them out of the woods over there. Just try to keep the movement down as much as possible, because they're quite heavy. And I don't really like heavy. No. Now you can see this one had a bit of rot in the middle, like that. So then we do what's called butt junking. Cut off one chunk of wood, we'll burn that, and I'll keep on moving up there, one chunk of wood at a time, until I come to a place where there's no rot, and then continue on with my log. Yep, we got a hanger. Now that was perfect. All the rot is gone. And two nice chunks of wood to split later on. This took about 45 minutes. I got 8 pretty nice logs. And I got enough firewood there to last me maybe at least 2, possibly 3 days, depending on the temperature. So it all works out pretty good, you know. That tree there is about 8 inches in the butt there. So now, although I got the beautiful snow machine for hauling logs, I don't have a good wood sleigh for hauling logs yet. That's mainly for firewood. So now I can kind of build my own sleigh. I'm not sure if I'll build bobsleighs yet or not, or maybe just a straight bed one. What do you think? And these are practice logs. Some of you are probably laughing saying, well, those logs aren't very big. Well, I'm not very big either. So I'm gonna start small and see what happens here. So I'm gonna put the log up on the bunks here, but I gotta elevate these stems basically so the log just doesn't roll off over the other side of the mill. And I have no idea. I'm just gonna guess right there, maybe half the width of the log. I know you gotta check these because people often cut them off with the blade. I'd say I will too. I don't have any fancy sawmilling tools yet. I don't have a PV or a cant hook. I do have this little paw poke that acts as a grabber, and these logs aren't too big, so I'll manage to get them on. Now this other part's going to keep the log from slipping off this way. You see it's kind of pointy. I'm going to dig that right into the side of the log, but not up too high. That feels pretty solid to me. Now the biggest end of the log is here, the smaller end is here. And all I'm gonna do now for a practice thing is try and probably make a square of this log, you know? Just take the bulk out of it, and then I can cut it up into a 2x4 or 1x4 after or whatever. Got this nice winching system here. And I'll just elevate the blade to where I want it to be. And again, this is just a practice run, but I'm gonna put that blade up, you know, to the top part. Just gotta make a guess there that the blade will start there and make its way along. Now I'm going to start her up and see what happens. First of all, I got to set the tension on the blade. There's a cool way to do this. You just move this lip until it comes in flush there. There we go, nice and flush. This is a water container here. But of course in the winter time here, it's like -8 degrees Celsius here today. Water's going to freeze. So I put some -30-degree windshield wash in there, and it's a blue color. And you can see the hose is primed there. That just squirts out that windshield wash, in this case, right on the blade. It keeps the blade cool while it's sawing that log. Turn the engine on and turn the choke on. All right, here goes nothing. Gotta love those old 2-stroke engines, eh, like that. Man, you just can't kill them. All right, it's been about 5 minutes. I'm still pretty nervous, but you gotta start somewhere. You gotta learn somehow, so here we go. And of course, all those slabs I'll burn right in my wood stove for my cabin. Not sure if I took off too much for the first run. Again, that'll come with experience. But there is an issue with the blade. Every centimeter or so, she's making a little groove. So there's something wrong with that blade. Now this sawmill came with 5 extra blades. So I probably should have started off with a brand new one anyway. But I'm just gonna have a quick look here to see if there is something I can see that's on the blade. It almost looks to me like there's one tooth sticking down. Yep, I see it. I'm not sure if you can or not, but that tooth there is bent down. Look, got a brand new blade. All right, I think I'm ready to go again. I'm just going to take a little skim off the top of that now and kind of start off fresh. Just look how fine that is there. Look at that. Look. Just like slicing a hot knife through butter. That is smooth. Right here, look. Oh my. How thin that is. Now I guess I'll turn it over and try to square it off somehow. Shake the snow down from the tree. Boy, look at that, a nice square piece of timber. Now I can make inch board, 2x4 out of that. Let's see what we got here. So that there just happens to be exactly 3.5 inches, which is how wide a store-bought piece of 2x4 is. So I think I can get 2 pieces of 2x4 out of this square I have there. So I got this magnetic ruler, so I can just set that up so that red line is right on that 1.5 mark, which is actually a piece of 2x4 you buy in the store. It's actually 1.5 inches. It's not really 2 inches. So I'm going to drop that down now until it goes to the next line. Got some company here to see how the mill is working. Now if I get this 2x4 to work, you got to clap, okay?
Okay. Look at that.
There we go. First piece of 2x4. Okay, now you have to clap. Yay! That's it, look. Start up a sawmill. Women come running. There we have it, look. 2 pieces of 2x4. Seems like a lot of effort, but when you get used to it, I guess you speed things up. Well, guys, that's it for this video. I'm pretty excited if you just couldn't tell. This is the start of something new here. I hope I improve over time, which I'm sure I will. You'll get to see this sawmill in many of my upcoming videos. I can already dream of about 10 projects I want to do. So until the next video, take care of each other, get outside and enjoy everything outdoors. And we'll see you next time. Guaranteed.
We'll see you next time, guaranteed.
Get outside and enjoy.